Hi, Becca here. Welcome to my video series, Everyday English Every Day. Today, we're talking about the mind. We're gonna listen to a conversation I had with Lau from Pura Vida Vibrations. And we're gonna talk about the importance of setting an intention and what that means. We're talking about how the mind reacts during a sound journey. So Lao does sound journeys using crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls, gongs. And I've done one video with her. The link is in the description, so you can check that out so you can learn more about what sound healing is. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, give my video a like, and ask me any questions or comments that you have, or use any of the new vocabulary in a sentence, and I can review that for you. All right, so when we're talking about the brain and the mind, right? Traditionally, the mind is defined as the product of brain activity. The brain is the physical thing, an organ. The mind is the conscious product of what the brain does. So we can say that mind is what the brain does. It is more than just brain activity, it is consciousness, awareness, right? That whole maybe being in that moment, in the moment. All right, so we have a conversation about how the mind reacts during sound healing or a sound journey. And these are some things that you're going to hear us discuss. Lau says that you speak your intentions in a positive light as if they already happened and you are super grateful for the experience. So when you set an intention, you say something like what you want to happen from the experience. Okay. So for example, if I go to yoga, maybe I can say, I set my intention to be able to fully relax and use this time to nurture my body. Okay. So if I want to say it being grateful, right, showing as if it already happened, as if it's reality, I would say, I'm so grateful I am able to relax, my body during this time. Or maybe for a sound journey, it would be something like, I am grateful for the opportunity I have to connect my mind and heart. Now, when you're listening to a sound journey, random sounds make up the sound journey, okay? So there's no beat, there's no pattern. So your brain can't really follow anything. Your mind doesn't really have something to stick to. And the other important thing to remember is you are not your thoughts. So if you have a thought, you can watch that thought and have it go away until another thought comes, and then kind of, wait for it to move out of your mind. Now, 90% of our thoughts come from the subconscious level, right? So that means we're not even really aware of these thoughts, right? So it's super important that our thoughts are positive. Or if we're having these negative limiting beliefs in our thoughts, then they're going to bring us down. So we really have to be able to be aware of our thoughts at every moment. All right, let's listen to our conversation together.
And even if you say that, like, even if we don't get it, the most important thing is not the knowledge, but the experience.
Right. Well, that's what I could see. It'd be like, wow, this is something. I don't really need to understand it. I just need to do it more or experience it. Yeah, that's totally.
So you can have your own conclusions and also your own words to express. Because for everybody, the sound experience, it's completely different. So the amazing thing about this is that this type of instruments bring you into theta or alpha brainwave, which is a very relaxed state of mind. And theta brainwave is actually hypnosis type of brainwave. So you have the subconscious, the door for the subconscious mind is open because you're in that state. This is why it's crucial, or it's important, or we encourage everybody, at least in our sound journeys, to set up an intention and to command the body to be aware of the intention, because when you get into the theta or the alpha, you can actually imprint or bring this intention into your subconscious mind. which is quite powerful.
Okay, so it's getting deep in there when you're doing this, right? It's like, okay, that's cool. I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Very important. Actually, when you set up an intention during the sound journey, this is just a tip, but it's always good to say, I am grateful for, and setting your intention instead of, I don't want to blah, 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 or I don't like, no. You set it in a positive statement,
Yes.
as if it's already happening. Like, I'm grateful for
Totally.
myself. And you stay with that thought or that intention through the sound journey to imprint it or to bring it into your subconscious mind. And mentioning of what you said, that I was going to say something, is that this happens, or we get into this state of relaxation or no thinking, because there's no pattern in the sound journey. There's no beat.
Okay.
There's no beat. It's random sounds that will happen depending on what people needs, that the mind can't pick it up. It's like, wait, but there's a beat, a rhythm, like it cannot pick it up. At some point, it just surrenders. It's like, I can't pick it up. There's no beat. There's no organization of sound. There's no pattern, so it gives up. This is what happens. Why you bypass thoughts is because mind gives up at some point.
Okay, that's cool. Right, that's how you can get to that other level, right? Because you're getting rid of any of that consciousness of those thoughts.
Yeah, and even if some people still say like many times, like, oh, I couldn't disconnect, or I couldn't shut up my mind. It's like, yeah, you couldn't maybe this time, but did you follow the recommendations of observing your thoughts? Like, even if your mind is having a rave party and all the crazy monkeys just dancing around, you can still not engage. And allow the moment of the sound journey to be used to be in the seat of the observer.
Right. To really observing it and letting, like they always say, let the thoughts go like in a bubble away, right? Like a balloon away.
Exactly, because if you follow the thoughts, at some point, the thought comes, you can observe, thought comes and thought goes. If you follow the thoughts, you might go for a while with the thought, but another thought comes. So you just pay attention to it. Okay, pizza with, I have to cook beans. What happened with this thought? It left. If you were that thought, you would be gone when the thought's gone. But yet you're still here. You're still observing what comes and goes. So we always encourage people, at least in our sound journeys, to pay attention to the observer. To be this was a little bit about the mind, about the physical. Should we jump into?
Okay, so there's different parts to the conversation that I had with Lau. So this will be a 3 or 4 part series with some more information about the different aspects of sound healing or a sound journey. All right, so I love everything she said. Let's talk about some of the expressions she used. Now, let's look first at brain frequency. She said when we're in the sound journey, we're often in alpha or theta waves, okay? Like our brain is working differently when we're listening to this kind of music. All right, so she says that the sound journey brings you into theta or alpha brain waves. It brings you into it, right? It carries you into it. It takes you into this experience. And this is a very relaxed state. It's a meditative state, okay? There's different frequencies that our brain works, right? So when we set up an intention, we're creating an intention. when to command the body is kind of like to show the body what to do. When you command someone to do something, you're telling them what to do. So when something commands the body, it's like taking control over the body. Now, it's so powerful because when you set up an intention, you can bring this intention into your subconscious mind. And then when you're in the actual sound journey, you're able to basically connect with this idea that's part of your subconscious. You're bringing together your conscious and subconscious thoughts. So it's, to me, it sounds like dreams, right? When recently I'm really trying to connect more with my dreams because that's the time that my subconscious and conscious can kind of get together, right? I'm grateful for. When we're grateful for something, we're thankful for something. So we say I'm grateful for because we're giving appreciation. Now, we can either say something in a positive statement or a negative statement. I can say, I'm not stressed out. Well, not is a negative word. So it would be better to say something like, I am relaxed, I am calm. We always want to use those positive words. Remember, she said there's no pattern, there's no beat, right? She was talking about how we can't like connect with the music, right? Because it's not something to follow, it's not organized. So in that state, your mind is kind of able to let free, all right? It surrenders, it gives up, it doesn't try to follow something because there's nothing to follow. So in that state, it helps you because then you have the ability to shut off your mind, to turn it off, right? To stop all of those thoughts that are popping up all the time, all that chatter, or at least just become aware of them and watch them. All right, guys, if you like my video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos usually on Monday and Wednesdays. Comment below, ask me questions. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Keep growing and expanding. Keep learning and connecting with your heart, mind, and soul. All right, guys. Bye-bye.